What if I told you that Godzilla, a planet, even the universe itself, aren't even close to the biggest beings in fiction? Across movies, anime, comics, mythology, and cosmic horror, there are aliens so massive that galaxies are decorations, universes are toys, and reality itself is just a side effect. Today we're ranking the 20 biggest aliens ever imagined, not by power, not by popularity, but by pure, mind-bending size. We're starting with continent-crushing monsters and ending with beings so large that everything you've ever known exists inside them. This list escalates fast, so buckle up because by the end, scale itself stops making sense. Let's begin. 20. Starro the Conqueror from DC Comics. Size: continental. Starro might look like a giant starfish, but don't let that fool you. At full growth, Starro can spread across entire continents, smothering cities and oceans beneath its massive body. What truly makes Starro terrifying isn't just its size, but how it multiplies. It releases countless spores that latch onto living beings, hijacking their minds and turning entire populations into puppets. In some versions, Starro grows so large that it can be seen from space, dominating a planet's surface like a living scar. While not fully planetary in size, Starro represents the lower boundary of truly cosmic-scale aliens. At number 19, we have the Brethren Moons from Dead Space franchise. The Brethren Moons are not just moon-sized, they are moons. These horrifying biological entities are the final stage of the necromorph life cycle, created when entire civilizations are consumed and fused together into a single massive organism. Each Brethren Moon is composed of billions of corpses, memories, and consciousnesses, all screaming within one collective mind. From space, they are indistinguishable from natural moons, until they awaken. Once active, they manipulate gravity, space, and psychic signals to lure new species into extinction. Their size alone is staggering, but the idea that a moon itself is watching you makes them one of fiction's most disturbing cosmic aliens. Another moon-sized one on the list is Knowhere from Marvel Comics. Knowhere is what happens when something even bigger dies. It is the severed head of an ancient celestial, hollowed out and turned into a space station. Floating at the edge of the universe, Knowhere is larger than most moons and contains cities, laboratories, and entire civilizations inside its skull. What makes Knowhere especially unsettling is the reminder it represents. If this is just a head, how unimaginably large the celestial once was. Knowhere also retains residual cosmic awareness, occasionally whispering secrets of the universe to those who can hear it. Size-wise, it comfortably sits at the moon-scale tier of cosmic entities. Hellstar Remina is a nightmare given planetary mass. This sentient living planet originates from another dimension and travels through space at near-light speed, devouring other worlds like food. Unlike typical planet eaters, Remina doesn't harvest energy or resources. It consumes planets out of instinct, hunger, or malice. Entire civilizations go insane simply knowing it exists. Junji Ito's horror lies not in explosions or battles, but inevitability. Remina cannot be reasoned with, fought, or escaped. It doesn't conquer planets, it eats them. In terms of pure size, Remina is fully planet-sized, but psychologically, it feels far larger than that. Next, we have the Midgard serpent, aka Jormungandr from Norse mythology. Its size? World-encircling serpent. Jormungandr isn't just big, it's world-sized. According to Norse mythology, the Midgard serpent is so massive that it coils all the way around the earth and bites its own tail. Its body lies beneath the oceans, unseen but ever present, and its movement alone can cause massive storms and earthquakes. When Ragnarok arrives, Jormungandr will rise from the sea, poisoning the sky and battling Thor in a clash so violent it shakes the cosmos. Unlike modern sci-fi giants, Jormungandr represents ancient humanity's concept of scale, the idea that a single living being could literally define the boundaries of the world itself. Next on the list is Ego, the father of Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy. Ego isn't a creature living on a planet, he is the planet. Every mountain, ocean, and tectonic shift is part of his body, controlled by a conscious planetary brain. Ego can reshape his surface at will, create humanoid avatars, and even manipulate gravity and atmosphere. In some versions, Ego attempts to expand himself across the galaxy, converting other planets into extensions of his own mass. While his diameter rivals Earth's, what makes Ego unique is awareness. You're not standing on land, you're standing on someone's thoughts. Ego represents the terrifying idea that even something as familiar as a planet could be alive and watching. 14. Unicron from Transformers. Unicron is a literal alien planet that transforms into a mechanical god of destruction. Thousands of kilometers wide, Unicron consumes entire worlds for fuel, leaving nothing behind but debris. Unlike Ego or Remina, Unicron is fully technological, blending cosmic scale with mechanical precision. His transformation sequence alone involves continental plates shifting like machine parts. Across Transformers lore, Unicron is often portrayed as an eternal force of chaos, reborn across universes. Entire fleets vanish inside him without a trace. In terms of size, Unicron stands firmly in the planet tier category, but his ability to move, think, and transform at that scale makes him one of fiction's most imposing cosmic beings. 13. Galactus from Marvel Comics. Galactus defies consistent scale. Sometimes he appears as a giant humanoid towering over cities. Other times he grows large enough to rival planets themselves. Galactus is less a species and more a fundamental cosmic force, feeding on planets to maintain universal balance. His true form exists beyond normal perception, meaning what we see is merely an avatar our minds can comprehend. When fully manifested, Galactus can dwarf worlds, casting shadows across continents. Unlike most planet-sized beings, Galactus walks, speaks, and chooses targets, making his presence feel personal. He doesn't destroy planets out of hatred. He does it because the universe demands it. 12. Celestials are godlike giants whose size ranges from planetary to star system scale. Towering over worlds, they have been shown standing among stars as if they were streetlights, capable of manipulating gravity, matter, and evolution itself. They seed life, judge civilizations, and exterminate planets that fail their tests. What makes celestials truly massive isn't just height, but presence. When one appears, entire solar systems feel insignificant. Even other cosmic entities treat them with caution. Celestials are walking monuments of cosmic engineering, representing one of the largest physically defined alien races in mainstream fiction. 11. Dormammu, a dimension-sized being from Marvel. Its true form doesn't fit inside normal space. He exists as a dimension-spanning entity, filling the dark dimension completely. When Dormammu manifests in physical reality, he must compress himself into smaller avatars because his real size would tear space-time apart. Unlike planet-sized beings, Dormammu's body is the environment. Reality itself bends around him. His scale transcends planets, stars, and even galaxies, making comparisons almost meaningless. Dormammu isn't standing in a dimension. The dimension is standing in him. This places him firmly beyond planetary and stellar entities into true dimensional scale existence. 10. Anti-Monitor from DC Comics. Universal in size. The Anti-Monitor isn't just big, he consumes universes as fuel. During Crisis on Infinite Earths, he systematically destroyed entire universes, absorbing their energy to grow stronger. His physical form is large enough to dominate cosmic battlefields, but his true scale is revealed through impact. Entire realities collapse because of him. Unlike abstract gods, the Anti-Monitor actively moves between universes, leaving annihilation behind. Planets, stars, and galaxies are irrelevant at his scale. He represents the idea of size through destruction, not how tall he stands, but how much existence disappears in his wake. Marvel Comics' eternity doesn't live inside the universe. He is the universe. Every star, galaxy, and dimension forms part of his cosmic silhouette. When eternity appears, his body is filled with swirling galaxies, representing all of existence within a single universe. His size is absolute. Wherever the universe exists, so does eternity. Unlike other cosmic beings, eternity doesn't travel or expand. He simply exists as reality itself. You cannot measure him in kilometers or light years because those measurements are already inside him. Eternity represents universal scale existence taken literally, making him vastly larger than any planet or galaxy-based entity. 8. Similar to eternity is the infinity, the embodiment of space itself, inseparable from eternity. While eternity represents time and existence, infinity represents infinite spatial extension. Her form stretches endlessly, containing all distances, all voids, and all cosmic separation. Every gap between stars, every empty expanse between galaxies. That's infinity. Like eternity, she appears as a star-filled humanoid silhouette, but her scale is boundless within the universe. Infinity doesn't just occupy space, she is space. This places her firmly at universal scale, beyond physical bodies, beyond matter, and far beyond even the largest stellar entities. 7. Marble aliens from Men in Black. These beings appear for only seconds, yet redefine scale entirely. At the end of Men in Black, we learn that our entire universe is just a marble, and these aliens casually play with it. They exist outside space-time, beyond galaxies, beyond cosmic structures entirely. To them, universes are toys. This isn't metaphorical, it's shown visually. Each being must be larger than a universe to physically hold it. No battles, no dialogue. Just a quiet, terrifying reveal that everything we know fits in someone else's hand. Few films have ever conveyed cosmic scale so efficiently. 6. The Beyonder. Before retcons reduced his scale, the Beyonder was bigger than the entire Marvel multiverse combined. His realm existed outside all known realities and was stated to contain more mass and space than every universe put together. When the Beyonder entered the multiverse, his presence alone destabilized reality. Unlike eternity, who represents a universe, the Beyonder existed beyond universes as a separate, larger container. His size wasn't defined by stars or galaxies, but by comparison. Everything else was smaller. Pre-retcon, the Beyonder was one of fiction's clearest examples of true multiversal scale. 5. Chaos King, Amatsu-Mikaboshi. The Chaos King didn't threaten the multiverse, he consumed it. This ancient entity physically erased nearly all of Marvel's realities, leaving only fragments behind. His size wasn't defined by a body you could point to. It was defined by how much existence he replaced. Entire universes vanished into him. Gods died. Abstract entities fell. When Chaos King appeared, the multiverse itself was shrinking. He represents scale through absence. The more he grew, the less reality remained. Few beings in fiction demonstrate size not by presence, but by the sheer amount of reality they overwrite. 4. The One Below All, a cosmic being that exists beneath every universe, every dimension, and every reality simultaneously. He isn't confined to one cosmos. He underlies all of them. Whenever he manifests, it's across infinite realities at once. His scale is multiversal by default, not through growth, but through omnipresence. Unlike Chaos King, who consumes realities, the one below all infects them from below, seeping into every layer of existence. There is no outside from his perspective. Everything sits on top of him. In terms of sheer existential size, very few beings in fiction approach this level. 3. Anti-spiral from Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. The anti-spiral operates on a scale so extreme, it turns galaxies into weapons. During its final battle, it manifests constructs larger than universes and fights across a multiversal battlefield. Reality itself becomes ammunition. The anti-spiral doesn't merely exist across multiple universes. It actively shapes them physically. Entire cosmic structures are treated like projectiles. Unlike abstract entities, the anti-spiral size is shown visually and violently. It's one of the rare cases where multiversal scale isn't implied, but directly animated. Few fictional beings have ever been depicted operating so casually at such incomprehensible size. 2. Azathoth from Cthulhu Mythos. Size cosmological/multiversal. Azathoth is not part of the universe. The universe is part of him. In Lovecraftian lore, all of reality exists as Azathoth's dream. Galaxies, dimensions, time, and space persist only because he remains asleep. His size is cosmological, extending beyond all structure and logic. Unlike other cosmic beings, Azathoth doesn't act, speak, or fight. His existence alone defines reality. If he wakes, everything ends instantly. This places Azathoth above multiversal destroyers because he doesn't destroy universes, he passively contains them all. At the absolute top sits the one above all. He isn't just multiversal, he is omniversal. Every universe, every dimension, every concept of existence falls within his scope. Unlike other cosmic entities, his scale isn't measured spatially, but absolutely. There is nothing outside him. Even beings like eternity, infinity, and the beyonder are aspects or creations beneath his presence. While often appearing in humble forms, his true size encompasses all realities simultaneously. There is no bigger entity in Marvel, or arguably all of fiction. The one above all isn't just the largest being, he is everything. And that's the list. From continent-sized monsters to beings so vast that entire universes exist inside them. At this scale, planets are nothing, galaxies are details, and reality itself becomes just another object. Which one blew your mind the most? I'm sure there are a few beings that will rival this list. Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this cosmic size breakdown, like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Because here, we don't think small. Until next time, think bigger.